The President has directed the Honorable Minister of Finance and the Coordinating Minister of the Economy to allocate essential funds and logistics to this esteemed committee, facilitating the timely completion of this assigned task. I hereby inaugurate the Tripartite Committee on National Minimum Wage and extend my best wishes for fruitful deliberations. Thank you, and may God bless us all.
Vice President Kashim Shettima has inaugurated a 37-man tripartite committee on national minimum wage with a mandate to recommend a new national minimum wage for the country. Shettima, while inaugurating the committee at the Council Chamber of the Presidential Villa, Abuja, reaffirmed the determination of President Bola Tinubu's administration to improve the welfare of workers in the country. He said since the removal of fuel subsidy, various committees had been established and made recommendations to the government and measures to cushion the painful effects of the increase on workers and the Nigerian populace at large. He disclosed that the government's decision, following the consideration of the final recommendations of the committee, will be presented as an executive bill to the National Assembly.
I am pleased to share that action has since commenced on the implementation of the outcome of those agreements and initiatives. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this gathering stems from the deliberations of one of the technical committees, which included representatives from both government and the organized labor. We have identified the need for the review of the national minimum wage and to consider a minimum wage level that can alleviate the sufferings of the people. It gladdens my heart that the recommendation is being acted upon today, and we can all acknowledge that this is in line with our democratic process and adherence to the rule of law. And to ensure a substantial engagement, the President hereby directs that ministers and heads of service of the Federation should personally attend the meetings. In their unavoidable absence, their permanent secretaries should represent them. Similarly, our executive governors are expected to attend in person or be represented by their deputy governors where necessary. I express this viewpoint because the minimum wage represents the least amount of compensation an employee should receive for their labor, and as such, it should be rooted in social justice and equity. I hope that the results of your deliberations will be consensual and acceptable to all parties involved. The bill, enriched by the contributions of state governments and private sector employers, will undergo thorough legislative scrutiny before being passed into law. I am hopeful that the committee will employ the principles of full consultation with social partners and their direct participation, considering the core provisions of the International Labour Organization Minimum Wage Fixing Convention number 131 and Minimum Wage Fixing Machinery Convention number 26, both of which have been ratified by Nigeria.
Earlier, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, said the work of the committee would be instrumental in shaping the economic landscape of the country.
Today, we take another crucial step in fulfilling that promise by embarking on a comprehensive review of the national minimum wage. The Minimum Wage Act of 2019 empowers this tripartite committee, composed of representatives of government, organized labor, and employers, to engage in an open and constructive dialogue to arrive at a fair and sustainable minimum wage. This process is not merely about numbers. It is about recognizing the dignity of work, ensuring that all Nigerians have the opportunity to earn a living wage that allows them to meet their basic needs.
Responding, the chairman of the committee, Bruka Goni Aji, assured that the committee would work assiduously to arrive at the new minimum wage that is fair, practical, implementable, and sustainable for the good of the country.
I want to assure Your Excellency that with the kind of personalities you assembled today to handle this assignment, have no doubt in my mind that we are going to do justice to this exercise. All the expertise required to do this exercise, all the knowledge required to do this exercise are in this committee. And I want to congratulate and thank Your Excellency for the choice of the personalities that I see to undertake this exercise.